What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Of course, I'm your host, Brandon Blakeney, aka Brandon Lee TV. Back at it again with another banger, my friends. So kick back, relax, and come take a ride with me.
You are now locked into the Live with Brandon Blakeney podcast. Here is your host, Brandon Blakeney.
Uconn was a historic night, man. It was an important night for multiple reasons. One, of course, Gino Auriemma, one of the most legendary coaches in all of women's hoops, tied Tara Vanderveer for most wins in Division I history with 1,216 with the win over North Carolina. But it was also a homecoming of sorts for Sarah Strong, the number one player in the country, the number one freshman in the country coming in out of North Carolina. North Carolina offered her. They wanted her to stay in state, and she comes out and straight balls on them. Big win for Uconn, beating a top 15 team, their best win on the season so far. It was a hard-fought battle. Salute to UNC for coming out, fighting throughout the whole game, hitting some big threes, rebounding the basketball pretty well, throwing a zone at Uconn that kind of stifled them for several possessions. But Uconn come out with the dub, man. It was a team effort. Paige Bueckers, incredible, of course, per usual. Most efficient player in the entire country. Caitlin Chen knocked down some shots. She continues to be the lead playmaker on this group as well. Playing great defense also, and I think she did well to kind of pick apart this zone when she had her opportunities to get those entry post passes. Mentioned Sarah Strong was incredible. Ice Brady played some big minutes as well, man. It may not all show up in the box score, but her three-point shooting ability was on display. She had a big three. She also was really crucial in creating a lot of second-chance opportunities, in my opinion. Just fighting for rebounds on the glass. Even the ones she didn't get, she kept balls alive and allowed Uconn to gain some extra possessions, man. So I was impressed with her game. It was a well-rounded offense, man. I honestly think Uconn looked lackluster at times. Not gonna hold y'all. I gotta keep it real. I gotta be honest. There were times where they kind of just fell asleep. There were times where they looked sloppy. There were times where they got out hustled by UNC. But when this team is on, and the depth that they have, and the fact that you realize they haven't been at full strength all season, this team's gonna have something to say about the Natty. Paige Bueckers led the way with 29 points, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. It's so nice to see her back at her natural position in the backcourt. They were so undersized last year because of injuries. Bueckers was at the 4. She looks way more comfortable. Chen had 9 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds as well. Ice Brady with some big minutes. She had 9 points, 3 assists, and 9 rebounds. Almost a double-double there. Janelle Alfie, less impressive in this game than she has been in the past. Morgan Shelley, Ali Zabel got some minutes as well out there. For all the freshmen played this game, so that's also something to note too, because this is a big game playing against the 14th ranked team in the nation who came into this contest undefeated. Sarah Strong has just looked like a straight dog since she's got to Uconn. Super well-rounded. We knew she would be a stat sheet stuffer, and when they get the ball to her in the post, she can score it, and she can definitely pass out of the post. She's a capable post passer. A great court vision, nice timely deliveries, great touch on the ball, and she led the team in rebounding. This was a major area of concern when Aaliyah Edwards decided to join the WNBA, but Sarah Strong is completely taken over in that 4 spot as the the team leader in rebounding. She's out there blocking shots. We knew her passing capability, her ability to handle the basketball on the perimeter, get others involved, or stretch the floor with her shooting was going to be a major factor. Her and Paige have definitely been the best 2 players for this group early on. And it's still early in the season, but Sarah Strong is the real deal. She looks like she's going to be a favorite right now for Freshman of the Year. Her and Silas Swords are on another level right now. There's some other freshmen out there. I don't mean to leave anybody out, but just going off of what we've seen through this small sample size. There are a lot of freshmen. Kate Koval's playing incredible as well. There are a lot of freshmen that will be in the running. But Sarah Strong has really lived up to the billing. She's immediately become an impact player for this team. And Gino not afraid to put responsibility on the freshmen, man. But I love how well-rounded she is. She's so skilled, just high intangible, high IQ, fundamentally sound. big frame, can just bully through smaller players, can shoot the basketball, can bring it up the court. And just an elite passer already we're seeing. They tried to collapse on her with this zone UNC did, and she continued to find cutters. She continued to find shooters. And UConn, hey, they made some big three-pointers in this contest. They fought off several runs from UNC who, hey, man, shout out Sierra Toomey. Another really good freshman who played extremely well for UNC. UNC made some big shots. They hit some big threes. That zone gave UConn problems. But in the end, UConn held on. And, I mean, UNC was in it to the end. Literally cut this game to double figures after trailing by 20. So something about UConn, this squad is going to have to learn how to smell blood in the water and keep their foot on the pedal. Keep their foot on the gas and really just run through opponents, which I think they will by the time Big East play starts. But this was a good this is hands down the toughest competition they've played so far. They handled it well, and Gino Auriemma notches another win in his belt, one win away from the all-time leader in wins as a coach in D1 history. He's continued to just build a legacy at Uconn that's unmatched to this point in time. He's been doing it. He's got the longevity. He's coached many, many Hall of Fame players in the WNBA. In college, he's won many national championships and really built this program as the standard. Seeing him just continue to win games and continue, I mean, Vanderveer's, her record didn't last too long, man. We knew Gino would be coming for it, and he might have his deepest team in the history of his program this season, man. Once they get AZ Fudd back, once they get Aubrey Griffin back, you still have Cadence Samuels out there as well, wondering where she will fit into the scheme of things as well. The backcourt is absolutely loaded. Morgan Shelley is a player. Ali Zabel, these young freshmen getting reps early to build confidence. I think UConn is the biggest challenge to South Carolina. They are going to need help from Paige Bueckers, though. It cannot all fall on Paige Bueckers and Sarah Strong. They're going to need El Alfie to play big. They're going to need Ice Brady to continue to do what she's doing. They need AZ Fudd back in this backcourt, though. They need more from KK Arnold. They need Ashlyn Shade to make shots. And they need Chin to keep doing exactly what she's doing. But this is a well-rounded group. I like the balance. I like the pace that they play with. I think they came up with big defensive stops towards the end of the game. Ashlyn Shade had that big steal. When UNC was making that run, they got some fight to them, and I think we are far from a finished product. It's still very early in the season, but this team will definitely be exciting to watch as they continue to build chemistry and find their true identity, man. But Paige Bueckers is on another planet. I know she's caught some slack. People talking about she's 22 playing against 18-year-olds. She needs all the reps she can get. She's been one of the best players in the country every year she's been healthy at UConn. They've made the Final Four every year she's been healthy at UConn. And we know she's just a complete difference maker who is going to be a big-time player in the WNBA as well. But that's a wrap for us, man. Let me know how y'all feel in the comments about this win. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, comment, like, share, all that good stuff. And follow us on social media at Brandon Lee TV. Until next time, we out.